Digital Bharat is just not about connectivity, it is about credibility. Namaskar, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to be standing in front of all of you today, the policymakers, the innovators, the pioneers who are shaping the next phase for Digital India. As we move towards Digital Bharat vision for 2045, I see a nation which is rising, ready to be the world's third largest economy, where every single citizen is empowered, every enterprise is connected, and every institute is digitally intelligent. But as we make progress through this, I want you to think through one important fundamental question. Can we build Digital Bharat without digital trust? Technology may connect us, but what binds us is trust. Connectivity will help us open doors, but credibility is what would keep those doors open. As we progress, I think the growth of India would not be monitored just by the GDP and gigabytes. It would be monitored by trust, transparency, and inclusion. Let's look at some numbers, because vision needs to be grounded with reality. 2.4 million cyber attacks, up by 45%. 1 in every 3 SMBs had a cyber breach. 17.8 crores is the loss we have due to cyber breach. And as we progress towards that 1 trillion economy, NASSCOM is predicting that almost 1% will get, moved out of our GDP through cyber attacks. So clearly, trust is our new technology, and resilience is our new investment. For many years, cybersecurity has always been treated as one department, moving around firewalls, antiviruses, strong passwords. But in today's day and age, it is not about technology itself. It is about mindset, behavior, awareness. That is very fundamental. In our recent EC Council 2025 Insight reports, the 5 variants which we see are creating a lot of threat across are AI-generated deepfakes, supply chain exploits which are happening, credential leak within the IT systems. Then you have ransomware as a service, which is now being offered. Then you also have insight human errors, which are happening. Now, if I really clearly look at all of these, so it clearly states that technology alone is not doing all of this. And the interesting fact is 95% of cyber attacks can be linked to human error. So definitely we need to do a bit more in this space, because Digital Bharat cannot be an unaware Bharat. We need to teach, we need to educate, and we need to be part of this cycle time and again. We have a privilege of working with so many organizations across the globe. And one thing which fundamentally we have understood, that cybersecurity is not a department. It is actually a discipline of trust. We have to trust. That's very fundamental. And having trained millions of people and certified millions of people across 145 countries, I can proudly say that the investment in cybersecurity is not happening in technology. It is happening in human capital. Are you investing in human capital? Your biggest firewall are your people. Are they aware what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and when it needs to be done? Our programs like CEH, CISOs, SOCs, all of these, what are we trying to do through them? We are trying to educate the learners who can become the spoke for cybersecurity, not as engineers, but talk common man languages, make them understand like educators, entrepreneurs, and be part of the cycle. So Digital Bharat dream can only be achieved when we have a vigilant, aware citizens. Now, what are the three important pillars, we really need to look at when we talk about cybersecurity? The very first is awareness for all. Cybersecurity cannot be limited to the corporate firewalls. We have to bring it down to every home, school, institute, kinara shops, everywhere. Wherever there is a smartphone and wherever there is digital payment, cybersecurity is present. We have to be part of it. We need to make our people so well equipped and aware that they can protect their identity, their data, and their transactions. Second important aspect is adoption by business. 6.5 crores SMEs form the lifebone of our country. So are we equipping them enough? Do they have cyber policies in place? If we are able to track this, 80% of our cyber frauds can be intact and taken care of. The third important aspect is alliance. Cybersecurity cannot play on its own. We need to have synergy between government, academia, corporates, enterprise, schools, everywhere. We need to have everyone come together under one roof, and with government policies and GTP, doing so much around it, I think this collaboration which we are doing with them also creates a lot of impact in terms of bringing security awareness, in terms of bringing authentications, and also in terms of bringing inclusions to our society. We are now living in a Gen AI world where AI is just not about automation, it also, brings forth many aspects which we have never thought of. Deepfakes, AI-generated ransomwares, cloned voices, these all are scams which have kind of blurred the gap between what is real and what is fabricated. So as organizations, what are we doing towards it? It becomes critical and important for us to understand. We have to be placed in such a position wherein we work towards creating a system where people understand the importance of AI. They should not treat it as an enemy, but it is the ignorance towards it that is creating all the issues for us. So how well are we able to connect the local masses to all of these is where our strength would lie. Now, if I really have to talk about the three biggest opportunities before us, India is actually on a crossroad of being the global hub for innovation. Now we have to take the next leap of being the capital for cyber-relevant world. And that can only happen when corporate, academia, enterprise, government, all of them come together to create that alliance which can help and be taken to each and every corner of India. We would need close to 1 million cybersecurity professionals by 2030. Imagine the potential we are sitting on, which will create innumerable job opportunities, and this is only India I'm talking about. Innumerable job opportunities, economic growth, and lot of talent sits around us. It's all about how we are nurturing it, how we are shaping it, and how we are putting it to use by all the corporates out here. every single thing counts, right? Before we innovate, let's educate. Because without education, anything which we talk about, and as Pramodji also mentioned, if they don't know the threat, how would they tackle it? So we need to educate. And that, like how we have made digital payments normalized, how we have done that, we need to make digital hygiene normalized. And we all need to work towards that. We need to empower every single enterprise to help give real-time information sharing. If that is not happening, you cannot predict what is going to happen next. We need to have cyber insurance frameworks in place. The governments need to work very closely with us to create those strategies, because that's where we will win and create an impact for the world. Cybersecurity is actually an oxygen, which is not seen but is essential and needed by all of them. All of us actually sitting here. So let's work towards creating a Bharat which is filled, empowered, resilience, and where in 2045, when we sit here, people would say that we just don't look at a large nation. We are looking at a nation which is digitally trustworthy. Jai Hind.